Hey everybody, have you ever wanted a Japanese girlfriend? Wish you could have it, but never could? Well, we're in luck because now you can have your own Japanese girlfriend who won't say no with this Konami arcade game.
Yeah.
This is Love Plus. This is quite a rarity these days. They were all over the place back in the day, but this is one of those games that just kind of disappeared off the shelf of every arcade out there. I was shocked that this even came up. It was actually quite expensive compared to some of the other like vanished games that I've picked up, but it's super cool. We have Love Plus super fan Kazuma here to check it out. I don't know about super fan. He just appreciates it more than just about everyone else I know. So I thought it was appropriate that he could come and check this game out with us.
And you got my Oshi. You got Kobaya Kawa-san.
Yep.
Let's open.
So yeah, there was a couple different headers for a couple of the girls, if I remember correctly. What am I correct in thinking that?
Yeah.
I think yeah.
They were the three main.
The three mains. Okay. Cool. So yeah, this you see here is not everything on the back of the cab. There is more of the art. We'll go take a look at that in a sec here. In the meantime, we're gonna tear this on open. Would you like to give us a little bit of a rundown while we're at it? Because unfortunately, my knowledge and expertise on this game ends at its Konami.
So I've played the 3DS games, and it's basically a real-time simulation. You've got a certain amount of time to pick from the three girls. I always pick Rinko, but you got a certain amount of time to make your girlfriend, and then after that it's real-time events. So I personally haven't played the arcade. But if the arcade's anything like the 3DS games, you've got, real-time events where you actually, make these plans, and if you don't show up, your girlfriend gets pissed. So.
Or maybe she gets off on it, who knows? Secret route.
I think Nene might have been a little bit on the wild side for that sort of stuff, but...
And she likes the bad boys.
Don't quote me. I haven't played through all of her routes, so.
Did the game have like secret routes and stuff like that, like a lot of others?
New Love Plus. I mean, if you piss them off enough, they'll dump your ass. But it's been a while since I played it.
Okay, so I potentially maybe did lie in that she can say no. I apologize for that. The false advertising, please. Yes, we support all men and women on this channel, even fake arcade ones. So please don't treat them poorly. Just remember, you're paying for this.
Yeah, you're the one who's gonna pay for this thing. If I remember correctly, I mean, it's been a long time since I played the 3DS games, but if I remember correctly, if you screw up too bad, you gotta restart everything,
So, one thing I'm personally a little bit terrified of is the fact that this prints. And being as aware as we are, especially with some other things you've seen on this channel, there's a such thing as ink cartridge or paper security, where the cartridge roll will have an RFID tag that decrements when you print. So you can't even just replace, use a reel with the RFID and replace it. Project Diva's printer is very big on that. I just finished the video on that, and I'm very fortunate to have 404 rolls or 404 sheets of paper left. That once that is gone, I have no more and no way to get more. So okay, let's spin her around and we'll get the wrap off. Go ahead and give her a spin. We'll get the stuff off the back here.
Here you go.
So you can see down here there's some acrylic sides. We maybe won't put these on for the video, but we'll take a quick look at them. Pretty neat to have, some of these extra bits. Sometimes older games, it's a lot harder to actually get everything that comes with it. This one, fortunately, came with some of it. And even then, I bet you there's more pops on this cab that we're not getting.
That very classic Love Plus graphic.
Yeah.
Like
Well, sometime down the line, this cab reminds me quite a bit of the aesthetic of Kurukuru Lab, which is another basically lost game that we happen to get a cab for. You know, not that lost means it's worth a lot or anything like that. I should not be leaving an open drink on my cabs. Here, let me grab you a screwdriver here. There you go. We're gonna have to pop off the back because, as we love our Konami games, the power plug is on the inside. Yeah.
All right.
Well, the plug is. So. But yeah, no, that the aesthetic of that is that same green, and it's just you were talking about earlier at dinner the aesthetic of like the 2000s, 2010, that era Japan.
Yeah, it's very much,
these games have that vibe to it.
It's very much that era, that golden era.
Yeah. And especially that era, like that's when internet gaming in arcades really started to take off. And a lot of those games back there, while they do have offline modes, once they ran their course, they disappeared off the market. So go ahead, grab that power cable.
Gotcha.
And the power is behind this this Otomedius figure here. Is probably the easiest spot to plug in. Right over there.
Oh, okay.
Behind the Space Invader.
Alright,
Did I point that out to you, by the way? That Space Invader plush? That's what that is.
oh my god, serious?
Yeah, right?
Nice.
And it's the weirdest thing for them to do a plush on, but like, I love it.
Alright,
So
I will go search for power.
it's just right on the wall where that one's dropping down. You see. And
Oh,
that's
okay,
right. We cleared it up. Yeah, you should
yeah.
be able to walk it over there. Is there? Yeah, there's enough. Okay. And then just keep in mind we may rotate the cab too, but.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, this cab's in that era. A lot of games in that time are lost forever. Well, you know, pretty much. Like I have Shining Force Cross. I've got the Kurukuru Lab. I'm working on trying to get a working Otomedius together again. Those games, you'll never see them again. Love Plus is kind of one of those. There's really not many left. I posted a picture of it, and I already had someone just freak out and was like, "I will buy that." And I was like, "Dude, no." It's not like I, quote, went through a lot to get this game, but the idea is that it really did take me a lot to be able to reach the point of getting this game. I'm not ready to give this up. And especially, I'm looking to get this stuff. You'll need to pull it. Actually, let's rotate. No, rotate the other way if you could. Yeah. There's, by the way, the Windows start. No. There's the Windows startup. All the old games had a custom one there, so like Otomedius has it, Papa and whatnot. So let's rotate this cab the other way around, and this should reach enough for the purpose of the video. You can see from the bottom here, that's the printer. And actually, you should look at the model. It's a Mitsubishi CP9550D. I'll look that up at some point. Maybe we can find paper for it. But essentially, you can print pictures of you on your date with your girlfriend. You can... Yeah. Oh, perfect. Yeah, so this is going to be running on the old, like, Konami PCs that basically look like a regular case. We'll take a look at the front of it. I think it's the same as like the Otomedius era. I think this is like a Type X2 motherboard based. It's like the same motherboard. We've got the same boot screen that we're very familiar with on all of them. I'm happy for as old of a game this is. The monitor's clean. It's not busted up like some get. But let's look at some more of this. Yeah, the let's date.
Let's date with your girlfriend. Feel this love every day and night. And then at the bottom you've got. You can see this, the still more love story, Love Plus. All right.
And there's pluses all over it.
Yep.
Action button, left and right. Man, one play, was 300 to 200. That's a lot. So 300
Yeah.
with a print. Oh, I guess, yeah. 300 with a printer, 200 without, but still 200 yen
Yeah.
back in the day, you know. So...
That's why service ended.
And I mean, like, look at that. It's got headphone jacks.
Yep.
Like, there's tons of other, even rhythm games in that era that didn't have headphone jack. But 2DX didn't have headphone jacks until the Lightning Cabs came out, like 4 years ago.
What's a headphone jack?
Yeah, right? But, okay, let's grab the key. Go ahead, grab the keys. Let's open up the front while we're at it.
Where are the keys?
They're taped right there.
Tape on the back? Alright, let me get it.
Oh, no, they're taped right there.
Right there?
Right in front of you.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Right in front of you. You've had one too many Asahi for the day.
Those are big Asahi. Those are like, you know...
This
those are
video
liter.
is brought to you by Asahi. You want the real stuff from Japan? Good luck!
Super dry.
I'm gonna move this PCB and have a seat
Like,
here.
Oto's doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah.
Sucks. Alright. Open here.
So let's see what's in there first. Let's see how many credits this had. This cab is clean.
It is.
I've
This
been
is
saying
really
this on
pretty.
quite a few of the videos that we've done, but like, there's a lot of them that have been pretty clean. Looks like what 34.91.
49. Yeah.
34.91. That's not even very much. I wonder where they found this. I wonder if they'll tell me if I ask. So we've got this fired up, but go ahead. Let's open up both the other doors. So just standard test service in there. Leave that open. Go ahead. Leave it open.
We only got the one key. Okay.
Yep.
Pulse.
And then let's see. Let's check out the printer and PCB area.
Yoisho.
There's our.
There you go.
So it's just the printer, and down there you can see how it's just a regular old
Old-ass
old
Mitsubishi
Konami
printer.
PC. Yeah. And that's actually, you know, now that I look at it, that's very similar. At the very least, very similar to the printer for Project Eva. So.
That reminds me of my Poppin' Fantasia PCB.
Yeah. So I'm not going to open that printer up. I don't want it to have to reseat and use up test prints. We'll see how many are in the... We'll see. We should be able to see how many there are when we go into the test menu. Nah, it's just packaged. They always package them really well. Let's go into here and let's go to printer options and see what it says. You know, maybe we're fortunate and it has a bunch of paper in it. We'll leave it for now. Oh, rest paper 16, yeah.
Shit.
I think you're gonna maybe not touch that for now. Maybe we'll do one test print. I'll let you do one test print. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Might as well put it on free play for now.
Double check the camera options too.
Good call.
Because I know they can disable for these.
Connected on.
Sorry.
Oh, there it is. Hey. Yeah. Okay. IR's probably actually. Well, let's just. It feels slightly off. Oh, I don't know. Doesn't seem to have. Okay.
I don't think it needs that much of a...
I don't think there's really anything in here I want to look at. Well, I'm curious. Let's go. Oh yeah, so it's just manually turned off for this game. We're obviously not going to turn that on or it's not going to do shit. IR. I do not miss IR touchscreens. Alright, let's give it a play. So I think the one thing that we might be missing is it looks like there's a pop that goes here. I thought we might have it, but didn't feel like there's a smaller third piece. Is there?
See anything in here?
Yeah, I didn't
think.
really.
Now you
Nope.
size.
Okay, so yeah, you know, we might be missing one of those parts there or something, but no, who cares? It's cool. Go ahead, give her a touch. Oh, yep, it even shows in the bottom. There's probably actually only 4 prints left. There's just a tiny little sliver.
Alright. Free play. Alright. Print.
And you're only going to be able to print 4, so if you print 1, that's your one shot.
Let's see. Now it's not gonna let you put in anything unless you have the images. So thanks,
Yeah.
free play.
But yeah, when I say like there's cartridge security. There's cartridge security, and we have not figured it out. So. Let's look at the others. Real quick.
Ah, shit.
It's all good. We got the only one that matters.
Not the one. Alright, what are we gonna do?
Well, they called you Anata, so. Oh. Okay.
あっちゃんでいいかな
Sure, Ati-chan.
よっ
What a mean name that would be, though.
ウェイカー来た
当然じゃん彼女だし何か用事
So it's gameplay is essentially a couple scenes, some choices, what to do, and then, like you said, like some like what's called
time-based
like time-based events,
yeah.
yeah. So I mean, you'll get a look at like the game itself here, but I'm like, this is one of those things. If you got a card, you're gonna be able to nurture relationships with them over time, and you know it's gonna be a much longer investment. And I guess what I would say is, if you want to experience that, pick up the handheld versions.
Yep.
They're probably really good. Did they do an English version, or is there a translation patch? Or?
As far as I know, unless there's like download patch or something, I have Love Plus Plus for 3DS, which is like the complete end version. I don't know of any translations. That's something you'd want to check out online. But Love Plus Plus for the 3DS was basically the last real Love Plus, and it gives you the full story for for all three of the girls. So it's if you know Japanese, it's worth picking up. If you can find an English patch or like an emulator, or like English ROM, it's definitely worth picking up. Yeah. But you're gonna get the same sort of experience, really. But for arcade, you know, you've got the printing.
Yeah. So do you know, like, was it based on the arcade version, or is the arcade version like?
The arcade version is going to be based on the handheld version, from what I know, because you know it came out originally on 3DS. Oh hell, when the 3DS came out in what 2007, 8. So this is going to be based off of that.
10月11日
Oh, got the day right. Well,
Actually,
yeah, got the day
PC
right.
date
Yeah,
is
that's
right,
the time in Japan. It's still the 10th here, which I fly out in what 6 or 8 hours.
Like 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah. I should not be awake doing this right now, but this is incredibly entertaining and fun to share with Kazu here. I think you're gonna see more of Kazu in some of these videos coming up, just because we're finally, the pandemic over, we're much more able to get together, you know, again, and the channel has taken off since then.
Yeah.
There was no channel really.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah.
Not back then. No.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and do at least one of the events, and
あなたの家、彼女の家。Let's pick quickly. Let's go to her house. How about that?
it's too soon. She's got that giant hammer.
同時に待ち合わせ場所に着くなんて奇遇じゃん
Hey, you want to come over and play some video games? Like
はいはい
Love Plus?
たまたま
Play Love Plus 18 Plus Edition.
10月ってさ旧暦だと神無月だよね
神様がない月だっけ？
なんだ知ってたか古文って得意
あまり得意じゃないな。
ああそれ 今そかり意味分かってないまま覚えてるんだけど、いいのかな。さあ、入って入って。なーに緊張してんの。乙女かっつーの。
Kobayaka was definitely, you know, the otaku type girl, you know, likes to hang out at the gay sen and stuff like that. So she was an easy pick for me. So it's like a basic like
Junkin
Pao
Po.
game. Alright.
So it's like a cup game, or?
Oh. This wasn't in the original, that's for sure. Big cluster.
まずじゃんけんに勝たないと始まんないよね。あんた、最初は何出す？じゃんけんぽん。あいこでしょ。あいこでしょ。
Oh, I see, okay.
じゃんけんぽん。
Ah, I get it.
Okay,
じゃ
Yeah.
んけんぽん。あいこでしょ。あいこでしょ。ほら。
yeah. Pissed her off on purpose.
まずは一緒。
Yeah, so the objective is if she wins, you have to block yourself.
Yeah. If you win,
Wait,
you
yep.
get hit.
Yep.
ピンクピン。
So she's got 2 points on you, or
でしょ。このままパーフェクト勝利だね。
Alright.
じゃんけんぽん。あいこでしょ。おっと。危なかった。
oh, you gotta be fast.
Yeah, this is really quick. Ah,
Oh, look how happy she is for kicking your butt.
yeah.
I'm sure there's gonna be some of the girls are gonna want you to let them win, or at least, you know, that might. There's some strategy to it, you know.
Yeah, definitely. This one.
Loveless. So yeah, I could see this going for quite a while if you had to.
Yeah.
Because that's just one credit. I'm assuming that's just one credit, you know.
Probably just for the one game. I could
もう帰
see
っちゃう？
where this would be rough on Konami because how much time you
Yeah.
spend on the single credit.
Well, I mean, once you get into it, when you're reading through it quickly, you're doing essentially one event, and
Yeah.
you get to the end of it. I'm sure it's fine.
そっか。その方がいいかも。時間のある時にゆっくり遊ぶ方が楽しめるしさ。
Well, like when the present came out and stuff, it's like kokando. So like you got to raise their emotion levels and shit. So I mean, I'm sure
そういう
raising.
言葉は
I'm
安
sure when
売り
that
し
gets to
な
like
い
the
ね。
top level, it's
あ
probably
と、
it's probably
や
a
るし。
pain to
Oh,
to
yeah.
get up there.
Oh no. It has an automatic print. This game isn't gonna last very long.
Yeah, no. What is it gonna? Let's see what it prints.
It might print this.
The
So
stats.
there was the option to choose it without printing.
So we.
So that might be something if we have this set up for the time being. But I'm pretty sure this is dumped. We'll send it over to somebody.
Oh, and you.
Oh no, there's the rest of it.
Okay, there's it. Okay. This I'm pretty sure is something you're gonna have to build up.
Yeah.
Like every time you use, and then for each time you'll get something different like this. But yeah,
That's so yeah.
that's something we're probably not
I'll
gonna get to see.
for the time being, I'll just make it so that you don't. I'll just make sure people don't use the print feature. Otherwise, I'm gonna get this modded to stub out the printer for the time being, so that we can continue using it. But we'll have to look into it on the paper at some point. But yeah. Do you have any closing comments on this?
No, I mean it's really kick-ass to see, you know, a cab like this from, you know, the golden age of
Yeah.
デートしようね
back when, you know, PS3 and 3DS and, you know, Wii U were still a thing. So it's pretty kick-ass.
Yeah, remember, to some people, that's retro.
When they started calling the GameCube retro, I started feeling like I need a cane to walk around with.
The worst being that Sanai meme.
Yeah. But no, this is pretty cool. It does remind me a lot of, you know, some of the. It's got a lot of the, you know, the actual the 3DS game. Like one that really stands out is like when you're walking next to her. That's something that was really popular in the 3DS game because, you know, you turned your 3DS on its side and it was all controlled by that. But since I screwed up earlier, let's look at the other girls just real quick before we close. No
So
print.
go no print.
Ask you who your girlfriend is again because you didn't use the emus. But this would be pretty cool, you know, if it had full emu support and everything, because then you could, you know, here's Manaka.
She's cute, but if she doesn't like games, not my type.
Takane Manaka. Takane Manaka, I remember she was a pretty sporty type. Like, she was like the tennis club and shit like that. She's cute, but, you know, not quite the gamer type. Then there was Nene. Anegasaki Nene. She was like, you know, the One-san type, the older sister type. She's pretty sexy too. I mean, her route's pretty fun. But yeah, so those are your three and then Ringful.
Cool. Well, I'm really glad that I got to check this out with you because if I had found out later that it would be something that you were really excited about or really like actually knew about, I would be kicking myself having done this with someone else or done it by myself or something like that. 'Cause this is just so much more interesting stuff out of it, you know.
Yeah, but I was able to take a look at it before you headed out.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. And then I know at some point in time you end up being able to take pictures of some of that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, if we could recreate the printing situation.
Yeah, so like we've done that with Diva where you can hook it up to any printer and things like that. That's probably something we'll look into long term for because again, this kind of thing, it's really about preserving the game. There's not going to be a real lot of people that are going to be looking to play this, but we want people to be able to play it, which is why I mentioned earlier stuff like Shining Force Cross. I know one other person has like a pair of Shining Force Cross and that's it in the world. Who knows if anybody does, because the game doesn't work. It requires a huge amount of support. So those games are going to be even harder to find like this, which is something you can actually enjoy, you know, without the support.
Well, that aside too, from the generation it's from, this cab is gorgeous. Like,
I know. I
back when you could
cannot
smoke in arcades.
believe
So there would be more
the condition that this is in.
You know,
and you look at it with only 3,900 credits on it or something like that. Man.
Yeah, no, this is a pretty impressive cab. I'm pretty stoked on this.
Yeah. All right, well, I think that's good then. We'll cut it there. All of us here right now need to sleep. And we've got big days ahead of us, so we're gonna head on out for that. Thanks for watching this video. If we have someday I'll probably do a follow-up once we get a little bit more like the printer stubbing and other network features done. I think it'll be really rewarding. So thanks for watching the video. We'll see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it.